producing nation, and that we depend on those other countries to supply us with oil.
Oil is geopolitical.
Yes.
Oil is the basis of the petrodollar. 1971, Richard Nixon turned the economy of the world and made the US dollar the currency. Before, it used to be how much gold you have. So when he turned into the dollar, he dollarized the world. Iran is being paid £1 million a ship in yuan. It's taking its money in Chinese money. Iran has challenged the international status quo and have won. It has won. Remember I was here, I said they're going to lose the battle and they're going to win the war. They've won the war. Trump blinked. From an economic point of view, what is the interest or the impact that we're going to have on Africa and in Kenya in particular? Number one is that we have to have a policy by the government, the private sector, that, for an example, makes us not dependent on oil from the Middle East. That's number one.
Yes.
And if we're going to be dependent on oil, there's such a thing as a hedge fund. Very simple. Hedge fund is where you buy oil at a certain price, whether it goes to 200 or it goes to 10. So there's a calculation in the stock market to say, okay, this is the amount of price that we're going to sell oil to you on a constant basis. Now, even if you have a hedge fund, it presumes that there is a supply, right? It presumes that
there is a supply, yes.
And when there is no supply, right, the hedge fund doesn't have any oil. It will say, oh, the oil is going to other bidders who are private. So I think during the times of stability, we may consider to use a hedge fund to buy these oils because it gives you a constant price. And we know what the prices are going to be like if you do the math over a period. But on the policy itself, on the very structural policy, I think it is time we invested heavily in East Africa. Uganda has just discovered oil here in Albert. We have oil in Turkana. There is oil here in South Sudan. Why have we not thought of how to make sure these oils go into a refinery that all the countries in East Africa help
invest in?
For example, in Lamu, can build a refinery, and even the ones in Somalia that are going to come. So Kenya is going to get, if Somalia gets stability and we get all this oil, Turkey, which is getting oil off the coast of Kismayo, is beating us Kenyans to the game of oil in the region. So the East African community needs to come together, build an oil refinery, get the pipes, and make sure that we have a stable resource of oil and its infrastructure. And that will bring the price down for the consumer. It will help all the outlets, and we'll have Kenya Oil on the road, a national company or East African oil. You see, the government is not thinking. The government is stealing. You saw you saw the guy from Isiolo, who was the PS, right? And the other two guys, they found 500 million shillings in their bedrooms. You see where our problem is? They found 500 million, and then someone called, allegedly from the powers that be, and said, oh, how come these people have 500 million shares? Leteni hapa yo pesa.
And it disappeared in police custody.
So listen, we have to get our priorities right. That the infrastructure of the economy in which we're going to have lunch today. Suppose we're in the economy, that's why we're going to have lunch. That our government is a clean government, with people who have brains, not the ones that happen in Ol Kalou. That is not the brains of this country. Or they're sleeping. So it is very critical for us to be very introspective about our country. And I think that it is high time that our governments come together once and for all and solve the problem of oil. We have oil. We have the intellectual capacity to build the refinery. We have the ability to export it if we want to. Somalia is the largest oil producer in the world today. I mean, it's not been taken out, but it has hundreds of thousands of wells around the coast, all the way to Las Anot, all the way to Erdwin, all the way to Berbera. We know that Ethiopia has the largest gas reserves in the world. The Chinese are there. Why? Why don't we have an East African oil company that has got shares, stockholders, that states are part of the shareholders, and that the people are part of the shareholders of that stock? just in case people think we just want state-led capitalism. No, we can privatize this thing so that it is efficient, and me and you can go and buy shares of the Kenya Oil Company, which is part of the East African Kenyan Oil Company, and we can do the refinery, we can borrow money because we have the wealth under us. Finally, probably Kenyans need to understand something that's happening in world affairs today, and in particular as it concerns oil, is that the geopolitical infrastructure of the world has changed. The Straits of Hormuz was politicized by Iran, and it has stopped the world economy on its feet. Right there, just stopped everything. And the world might go into a recession if they close it for another month. Definitely, the Kenyan economy may collapse. The Kenyan economy may collapse if this thing goes on for 6 to 10 more weeks. We're in big trouble. And we don't have reserves. You know that, right? There's no reserves.
I was actually coming to the next.
I forgot.